Hi, welcome back to my channel, beautiful Empress. I'm Stacy, and I wanted to do an energy read for this week. We can look into the career, love, and the self and see where we need to work on. I'm really grateful that your energy made it here. If this is your first time, please drop in the chat or in the comments below the city you're tuning in from. Oh, what happened? Did it just like restart? Hold on. What happened? Okay, let's just keep going. Random technological things. All right, so let's begin. Actually, like before I start, I was over here moving my cards and anticipation came up. So I guess this is the energy that we're working with today, anticipating something. And we'll see. Number 3 is relevant as well. I'm actually going to read it before I end up like picking out more. It literally just flipped. And let's see. So it says, each morning when I wake up, there is a crow outside my window on the street lamp anticipating the arrival of a meal. Perhaps I trained the crow, or maybe it was the other way around. When there is a pattern, we begin to expect a particular outcome. Anticipation brings hope and butterflies in the belly as we expect something to happen that brings joy or satisfaction. There is but one warning. Be careful. Something just flashed in my screen. I don't know what that was. Anyway, be careful of any attachments held for the desired outcome. If what you receive falls short of expectations, the feeling of joy can transform into disappointment. What are you looking forward to at this moment, and how will you adjust if your expectations are not met? What a call out, guys. Oh. All right, so that's a message for all of us, right? What are we manifesting? How tight are we holding? I'll continue with that. And all right, so before we begin, please, let's do some Palo Santo. And take a deep breath. Get comfy. Get settled. I don't know how long this reading will be. Oh, okay, let's clear out the energy. Let's fix my top. Woo-hoo-hoo. Not used to this, but okay. Okay. Let's begin. Ground yourself. Take a deep breath. Not gonna stop it a little bit. All right, so I open myself up for spirit, and I call upon the divine, the Most High, ancestors, guides, archangel Michael for protection. And I ask that this space is protected with love and light, and that all the messages that come in are filtered through clarity, truth, and love for the purpose of our highest self, and for the world's as well, for the greatest good, you know. Let's see questions. All right. I am a clear channel, and so it is. So let's find out what this anticipation is for. In what area? What is this anticipation about? So we got 3. So a seed, you know, we got seed, cooperation, and reflection. All right. So we're anticipating a seed that we planted, right? How fast is it growing? Like, is the water working? Is there enough sunlight? Like, we're just almost there too much, right? Cooperation, acceptance, listening, teamwork, win-win. And reflection, confessions, prayer, and repentance. So we're just gonna go down and check those areas out. I'm feeling that the seed is perhaps, it could, I'm just gonna go with it. Cooperation, I feel like that's like for work, right? Like something at work or at home, but definitely teamwork involved. The seed, I feel like it could be about you if you're not interested in relationships, but it's telling me in a relationship. Like if there's something with someone that you're looking forward to, it feels like it applies. Is it growing? Is there something happening? And reflection, it feels like there's something with yourself or involving someone else around your energy as well. So the seed and the reflection can be flipped either through self or through a relationship. So it depends on the viewer at the moment, but it feels like that's where it's going. So can we get more about the seed? Hopeless, sinking, despair, and falling apart. Are you nurturing something that's falling apart? Or are you seeing the potential of something that already fell apart? And you might want to, it's almost like this smiley face. It's fake. It's not a human. It's just like a little plastic ball, and it can be popped at any moment, or honestly, I don't even know what that is. All right, let's see cooperation. So maybe like, let's just get going. If you don't see any possibilities, another one came up on that one. So there might be a second chance. So going from hopeless to having a second chance, or giving a second chance to something that could possibly grow. So someone is going through this, and I feel like this is a relationship. I think it's getting more clear on that. So reconciliation, making amends, and an opportunity. So there's an opportunity. There's a something going on there, right? Let's check the cooperation. And I feel like that's involving work. So what about work? I'm feeling my little bunny kiss my toe right now. He's hopping around. All right, so you're clinging, holding on, obsessing, or spying. So I feel, okay, so, it's almost like if you're obsessing about results and about what other people do, and you're not accepting, you're having a hard time accepting the flow, accepting truth, or accepting the presence, or like trusting the spirit and the universe and how it goes about, how it's supposed to all work out. So you're holding on to that result. Fantasy, you're clinging on to fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, fantasizing. So I think the struggle for some is accepting reality and just kind of seeing it as like, okay, what would be like a win-win situation out of this if it involves teamwork? Like, how can we both win instead of fantasizing? All right, so for reflection, we got withdrawn, single, lonely, and solitary. Makes sense, like find some time alone, withdraw yourself. If for the single people, if you're also occupying yourself, or for the people that are in a relationship but are also kind of like feeling single, it's asking you to confess to yourself, to spirit, to the Most High. And in that lonely time, in that solitary time, you will be able to call out your bluff and stop the pretending, the exaggeration. You got to reflect on what was exaggerated. You got to reflect on the masks that you've been wearing for God knows how long, right? Let's see. Let's go to tarot. What's something? We got temperance at the bottom, so something needs to be balanced. Modulation, and lay low on the obsessions, the clinging, Alright, so we got the Queen of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. A lot of emotions, but also mentally. Okay, so this goes for that second chance. You being the Empress, you're the Queen of Cups in this case. Your intuitive nature, you're very emotionally connected, right? You're gentle, you're spiritually attuned at the moment. And it's also saying that you're seeking for that freedom, like you're embracing that freedom. You're overcoming obstacles that were keeping you back, almost like keeping you from embracing that gentle nature about yourself. Like if you moved out of survival mode, then now you get to rest in your femininity and your gentleness. So having the Knight of Cups, it's saying someone might be coming in, or they could have. There might be an opportunity coming in. So that's that second chance. Something that you thought maybe was, or something that is hopeless. It would depend on who's watching. But there's a second chance coming in. Either you're going to give it or not, but it's, someone is determined. Are you going to, it requires a lot of courage for whoever's coming in. I want to find out. Let's find out who's coming in. Can we confirm the Knight of Cups? Who's coming in? Asking for a second chance. We got death. So something that ended. So something ended in this person's life. Can you tell us more? Can you tell us more, please? Okay. This one wants to come out. An offer for cups. Something you're probably not interested in because it died. So, okay. Is that it, Spirit? Yeah. Oh, we got the Two of Cups. So an equal exchange. Or it could also be, is that Gemini? I don't even know. We got Queen of Wands at the bottom. So you're very attractive at the moment. You're passionate. You're doing what you got to do. And at the top, we have someone that's planning. Or that could also be your energy if you're planning towards the future about what you're going to do. We get the Hermit. So someone is definitely in isolation, or someone needs to isolate and think about these decisions going on instead of daydreaming. All right, so let's talk about the daydreaming. Someone holding. So we got Four of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Someone moving really slow. The slowest King, but it's stable. It's a stable offer. It's an emotional and stable offer because we got the Knight of Cups here. So it's like it could be a new lover, a new experience, or something that died already, something you thought was dead, but now it will come in a different shape to build a better foundation, a balanced foundation between give and take, right? Reciprocity. I can't say that right now. We get the Queen of Swords at the bottom. And the Knight of Swords. So there might be a lot of mirroring going back and forth. And the Ace of Cups. More cups. So someone is definitely thinking. Someone is definitely having... Someone is planning. Someone is planning to come to you. Up to you and talk about something. Let's see. Let's find out. Okay, so I'm trying to do like at the career and the self, but it's just yelling out love. Like a love thing. Oh, okay. Pause. If this is a career, based on a career, there could be a really big business move coming in. An opportunity, something that's going to help you be grounded, a foundational thing that's going to keep you rooted, and you will be, in this like King of Pentacles energy where you can, if you carefully plan it, right? But remember, just because you plan it, it doesn't mean that you get to hold on to the outcome that you think will be. So also plan ahead to know, what would you do if you don't get the result that you thought you were going to get. Ooh. Alrighty. What else do we need to know about the deep-rooted beliefs, the Four of Pentacles, the wealth coming in? All right, so we got loneliness, emptiness, depression, wandering, gap period. So there might be a gap period that you're taking or you need to take in order to process this stuff, or you're just wondering too much that it's almost like distracting you with the... Like it's almost like the hermit mode is like connecting to your work time. And we got run, chase, escape, seek. So instead of running, or where are you running towards? If you really think about it, like for the ones that... Just be careful about self-sabotage. For the ones that self-sabotage or tend to. All right. So what else? What about this repentance, this hermit? Oh, we got a wait, step, gambling, risk-taking, attack, go ahead, glory favors the brave, spendthrift. So watch your money in this area, because sometimes like the risk might put you in debt. So that's a good warning. All right, what else? Empty, clean, purify, empty space, practice. So we had this last week. So some of us are still needing to cleanse out more. Get rid of the old, either purging emotions, purging materialistic things, just anything, and then actual dust, right? Let's see. Can we clarify the read? So yeah, empty the Eight of Swords energy. It's almost like the mental. You need to get grounded. That's why it's asking you to take some time, withdraw, and self-reflect. Look, you really can't make this up. That's the message for someone. All right. How about for job? What else can you tell us about career? What type of business is coming in? What type of business is coming in? Page of Wands. Yeah, it's a really good opportunity. It's something with your passion. How about your relationship? We got the Ace of Cups, again, communication, and the Two of Pentacles. So someone who was perhaps juggling too much or doing too much, or not deciding might be coming in to offer you emotional commitment, as well as if you were stuck between not knowing which job to do, juggling which, between which career, which job you would go for. If it's like if you had a promotion, there will be communication, or you will get communication about that direction, that emotional fulfillment, or that new beginning. But it's highly suggested that you reflect on what you want. What are you anticipating? What is the outcome? Oh, hold on. These are so new. So we got balance and commitment. Let's just check out the bottom one as well. And trickery. So watch out for anything tricky, the gambling or any behaviors or addictions that might come out, or any people that don't have your best interests. Those offers. Wrath. You got wrath at the top. All right, so let's see. What else can you tell us about? That was 20. What else can you tell us about this week? How does it all come together? What's the outcome? What's the outcome for this week when everything comes together? Play. Okay, so the message is to have a little bit more fun, play in between. Don't take it too serious. Don't get in your head too much. Get outside, play with your inner child, with your friends, with your kids, with your pets. Just get lighthearted. Go outside to nature at the bottom. And balance at the top again. That's beautiful. Alright. One more. Okay, so we have fear. Okay, so let go of any fear. Reflect on fear. And we have scavenge. I'm going to read this one because I don't remember, but we got 44. So maybe play around with the fear, right? Like be silly, it makes it smaller, I would think. Or that's what I'm getting right now. If you play around with the fears that you have, like face them. Oh, that was the wrong one. Fear and play. Okay. So let's see 44, which is scavenge. It's almost like that survival mode, coming out of survival mode. So playing will help you, or facing your fears will help you come out of survival mode. Self-reflecting will help you come out of survival mode as well. So we have the crow searches for anything, even the smallest crumb, although insight may be gained, and scavenging can promote brain development. The crow's attention is on an area that may not yield the greatest reward. Okay, so that was like the two jobs, balancing two jobs, or what are you gonna do? Are you getting equal give and take, or is it something that's already dead, right? So let's see. Yet at the same time, you are hoping to find some source of nourishment or value. While in between jobs or relationships, you might find that the scavenge card will appear more frequently as you jump around from one opportunity to another. Use this time to gather information and determine what you like, what you don't like, and what you can't and won't settle for. This card may also appear if you have been simply taking what you can get instead of directing your attention towards a step that would lead you to something more substantial. What do you say that? Substantial. Yeah, substantial. Wow. Okay, so I want to know, what are the energies that need to be, that are connected to the trickery? What can you tell us? Hold on, let me use 2 set of dice. And I'm going to roll them differently. One already fell down. We got Mercury, so communication, so that's going to come in. So check your Mercury placement in your chart. Let's find out when that is. How does that associate? And let's just clear out the energy real quick. Okay. So what? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So what energies do we need to be careful when it comes to the trickery? And I'm not gonna front. If you get your sign, it could be self-sabotage. Okay. It's just kind of like keep that intent. So we got Aquarius, communication. Ooh. Wow, we got Sun. We got Pisces Sun in the 8th house. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Wow. Okay, so the 5th house is romance, love, affairs, play, creativity, fertility, self-expression, drama, joy, childlike spirit. What did it ask? It was like, what? Oh, the tricky. Like, what would be tricky? What's so tricky about this, though? So maybe someone just playing games or drama, right? And Aquarius. What is this? Mercury. So from work. Yeah, communication. Aquarius is mental. So someone that's like, yeah, like in their head too much, or higher mind, selflessness, unity, consensus, insight. So be careful with your own mind, with your own thoughts. Or be careful with people who communicate around you or towards you that give you false information that doesn't benefit you. Just like the planting of ideas that don't help, right? So that's where the trickery would be. The planting of ideas. It's going to be mental. It's like a mental battle going on. All right. So, and that's what I'm getting here. You see how he's sending on top of the crow's head hat? It's a mental thing. So protect your crown as well. Yeah. Yeah. Watch out. And then we have Sun in Pisces, which is someone very outgoing. Ego. No. So watch out with ego. So someone with their ego. If they come in ego, be careful. Someone who's perceived as overly confident. The eighth house is joint resources. Debtors, loans, insurance, and inheritance. Oh. So yeah, so if anyone is trying to tell you like, oh, like loan you money and they want you to sign something, just be careful whatever you're signing this week, or just in general, right? Because this is like a timeless reading, so it depends on when you're watching it. Someone who's like they're given too freely. It's like, why? What do you want? But you know, like, it's good to, as an Empress, it's good to receive and be receptive and be open, but just be careful what are their intentions, how is this gonna benefit them as well, because then you create an attachment, you create a bond, and it could like trick you from something else, from getting your blessings another way. Pisces, spiritual waters, the psychic realm, dreams, faith, and sacrifice. So that's in the 8th house. Where'd it go? Merge in intimacy. So this would come, yeah, in like in a relationship, in your partners. So if this is like based on business, taxes, loans, property, joint ventures, inheritances, shared finances. So this is like if you're already working with someone, or you're thinking about working with someone and merging something, and just make sure you read through it, you're grounded and balanced, and you reflect on the situation, if it's like for your highest good or not. Alrighty. Let's see the numbers that we have. We have 3, 36, 18, 44. Let's see. Hold on. We got 1. Oh. We got 2, 10, 1, 1, 4, 8, 9. Oh, hold on. I have. Oh, yeah, that's fine. What is this? 13. Which is equals to 4 again. All right, we got water, we got fire, we got earth, we got air. We got all the elements. Now, I want to pull out. Let me clear this out real quick. I want to pull out an archetype and see what energy you could embody at this time that would benefit you. All right. Hold on. So, how was this weekend for you guys? Well, I just got like a bunch. Let me just check out. Reaching for something. We got the medallion. We got the nectar. Reaching for something. Reaching for that. For that goal. We got the castle. Pearls. Roses. Significant. Third eye. The underworld. The father. The starborn. 3, 2. Oh, I don't know this one. Oh, I'm gonna have to come back to. I'm gonna have to learn about Roman numerals. So the underworld, as above, so below. The yin yang. We got the father, the starborn. Let's see if you can see them. We got the underworld, the nectar, the castle, the medallion. Okay. So that could be significant for you, but that's not the archetype. Okay, so let's pick one archetype. Alrighty, let's go. What archetype does the collective need to embody to be successful this week? Oh my gosh, I got a bunch again. All right, so I'm getting another message that it's like, okay, so it's not much of an archetype because there has to be something done. Wow, this is nice. This is beautiful. Okay, so we're having someone like, we had the father card before. The orphan. So someone that was like perhaps left behind, orphaned, isolated. right? It's asking you to go into the mountain and meditate. Offer yourself the time to go there. You got the offering as well. Oh, that's a mountain. You got the offering. So it's like with the moon. Work with water as well. So you can do water meditation if you'd like. The thread, the one, and the warrior. So what I got was whatever situation that you went through, because in this too, we have the same snake, or we have a snake. So whatever situation that left you wounded, abandoned, isolated, and you felt perhaps that you were the only one that went through that was feeling like this or whatever, it made you into a warrior. And even though you could be feeling like you're holding on by a thread, right? You're still hanging on. I want you to really capture that in yourself. Like, you're still hanging on. You're still going. That actually makes you the one for the job at hand. Whatever you're thinking about, you're the one for the job. You're the one for this person. You're the one that could go through that experience and come out alive, come out colorful. Look at this. In the horns, after the shadow, what I'm getting at is that, like, the horns are perceived like as something evil. So let's take it as something evil, right? The shadow aspect of ourselves. But balancing that, the shadow and the lights, is what makes it vivid and colorful. And I'm just seeing now, there's a little gem, a diamond in the third eye of the skull. In the ocean, the eye is as above, so below. The eye, reflecting the emotions. So work with blue, express. Ask yourself those questions, reflect. At the bottom we have judge, bridge. So someone, the king, either you are going to have stability or someone stable will be coming in and offering you something. And that will be your judgment and in having what you would like the outcome that you want. So let's see from the Isis Oracle, what messages does Isis have for us today? Oh, for this week. Oops. What messages do we have from Isis this week? Just remember that love is all around you. All right? Remember that. Remember to be in nature, work with nature. Flowers, get yourself a bouquet of flowers. Sit with them. Meditate. Isis? I'm kidding. I just don't want to take 3. I want to take 1. And these are practically no, so they're all like attached. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, we got 2 anyway. Okay. Ooh, I love it. Ah, I love it. Wait, can we see them? So cute. Okay, so we got the wings of Isis. And you know how this is super aligned with today. Actually, with this weekend. So, little side note. I was on Marketplace, and I always like to look for things, blah, blah, blah. There was a cute backdrop. Oh, I could have gotten it. Oh, they sold it. I didn't think about for this. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. So there was a backdrop of wings, and it was beautiful. And the first thing I thought about, it was for something else, that it's for someone else. I didn't think about them for me, which now I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, I could have totally used it for me. For the channel, like having it like in the backdrop instead of having like this mess and stuff. But so that's one. I saw this morning that it got sold, whatever. So it says united with the angelic self. Synchronicity number 2 is today I was teaching a couple kids from where I live how to surf tennis. I play tennis, and I kept telling them, you gotta open your wings, because when you surf, you have to open them at the same time, and then you're throwing the ball up in the air. So I told them, open your wings. You know, it's like you have wings. So that's beautiful. That's a beautiful message. And then 2, the lapis lazuli. We just had the throat chakra. We had the blue. We had the expression. The ocean is blue. We had the Mercury. When we rolled the dice, it was Mercury and Aquarius, which is like the mental, but like maybe goddess of the ancient skies. So connect with the angels. So work with lapis lazuli, angelite could work with blue stones. Work with blue stones and try to communicate with the angels, with their guides. You know what I mean? That's gonna help you get better guidance, find a way out of whatever stuck position you could be in or you think you could be in. Or if you're not stuck, it could just help you make the best decision for yourself and avoid any type of problematic things or trickery things that could be happening. I'm seeing Aries, and right now we're like in Aries. So work with the energy. You have to act faster. Spying. Oh, social media information ways. Well, I just flipped this. It was just like kind of, it was like falling off the things. I'm like, let me just see what's going on. So someone could be spying on you or gathering information. Don't get sidetracked. Okay. Remember to cleanse and purify. That was another thing that came up. Cleanse and purify your space. Cleanse and purify your body. Cleanse and purify your home. Yeah. Spread your wings. I want to take out a rune. I got a rune to work with this week. Oh, we got a check mark. Let's find out what that means. Give me a moment. Oh, it's reverse. Okay. Water or a leak. Interesting. So reverse is an indication of a period of confusion in your life. So yeah, so if you're feeling confused or if you feel stuck in this moment in time, whenever you're watching this video, you may be making wrong decisions and poor judgments, lack of creativity and feeling of being in a rut. There's fear that you're working through. Circular motion, like if you're going in circles, you're in the limbo, you're avoiding, you're withering, madness, obsession, despair, perversity, sickness, and suicide. Oh, I hope this is not you. I really hope this is not you. And if it is, you need to take a step back and take a moment for yourself to meditate, to kind of balance yourself and release those things. Release, cleanse your home. Like I said, if this is someone around you and it's inflicting fear in you, then you might also need to like keep those boundaries, learn how to walk away, like, or keep the stuff to yourself. But don't let that stop you. What was the other one? It was like, don't get sidetracked. This might be happening to sidetrack you from the path that you're meant to go on. So don't let anything sidetrack you right now. Remember, you're with the divine. The divine is with you. Communicate with it. Talk to it. Go into isolation. Work with the hermit energy that's with you right now. There's a saying, go to the throne before you go to the phone. So if you have that trickery or trickster energy going around in your energy or just around you, right? This could be a really good advice to not say what you're up to. Just stay kept to yourself. Like, make the decision first before you talk to people about it, and then they'll give you their thoughts about what you should be doing with your life. How to manage something, how to, if you're like doing a business, how to go about contracts if you're doing a contract with someone, like, just kind of, it would have to balance that. You have to temper that if it's not working, if something is just confusing you at this moment. All right, I hope that worked. I don't want to end it in a bad note. So there's secrets, mysteries, and concealing. So yeah, I mean, the fact that I'm talking like this too is like, just keep things to yourself, like, just very vague. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You don't owe anyone a day by day or play by play move, right? We had the play card. You can play and have fun and whatever, but if you don't, you can conceal, you can have secrets, you can, because sometimes, because it's a long journey and you don't want to deplete yourself, you don't want to exhaust yourself, right? Divine feminine, yes. Tap into that energy more. Stay sacred, stay beautiful. Oh, yes. And just remember, talk to the divine, talk to Isis. Spread your wings, fly. Try them out. Don't let anyone stop you. I hope this reading resonates with you. If it did, please give it a thumbs up. Please share it with someone who needs to hear a message that you found meaningful here. And I'll see you the next time. Okay? Bye.